Okay, let's get started. I'm Kenneth Morgan-Schleuning with Hospitality Narratives. I'm a certified mindfulness coach in the Unified Mindfulness System. And today, as part of a weekly online live Instagram meditation session, we're going to be learning a technique called Feel Flow. There are three key skills that we are learning to develop as we practice mindfulness meditation. Those skills are clarity, concentration, and equanimity. So through mindfulness techniques, we're getting very clear about what our experience is in the moment as the moment is unfolding. And then we're focusing. We're concentrating on what the experience is and developing a way to be deliberate in how we want to respond to that experience and be in the moment. And we're having equanimity with it because we're developing the ability to be aware of how we're feeling, how we might be reacting or choosing to respond, and being okay with that by accepting what's happening and deliberately deciding how we want to be in relation to the experience. These are powerful skills to have in our personal and professional lives. As professional leaders, we need these skills as we're working with our colleagues, leading teams, and working with consumers, customers, or guests, especially in the hospitality industry where we are on the front lines, working alongside our teammates, and often dealing with a lot of stressors, especially now as we're working our way through the pandemic and changing the way we approach business and the way we serve guests and provide hospitality. Or you may be working in the healthcare industry or some other industry where there is a lot of pressure and demands, and we need skills to help us manage how we're reacting to the situation, and also give us the ability to maybe dig a little deeper and find skills that can help us ride the wave of the stress or ride the wave of our emotions so that we're able to come out on the other side and not necessarily fight the experience, but try to cooperate and work through it. So today we're practicing a technique called Feel Flow. And basically we are taking our attention, our focus, and we are being very aware of the sensations in our body, the physical movements of our body in the moment. This can be physical sensations, but they can also be emotional sensations. So if you're feeling anxiety or worry of some sort, if you concentrate, you may be aware that there is a flow to that energy. Or if you're having aches and pains or stressors somewhere in the body, there's often flow that's associated with that sensation. And I'm going to provide us a guided meditation today which will last 5 minutes or more. And this will allow you to practice the technique as I guide you through it. I will give you prompts or instructions as we go through it, so you don't have to be perfect at this. I'm going to provide those prompts as we go through it, and I will also try and allow there to be some silence so that you can practice the technique for yourself. So go ahead and find a comfortable posture in a comfortable chair. And we start by doing this by raising our head and straighten the spine, and then kind of sink back so that you are a little bit relaxed. You can shut your eyes or you can have a soft gaze, whatever you're comfortable with. And go ahead and take a deep breath in and then exhale. And begin to scan the body. You are scanning the body to detect and be aware of any sense of flow. An example of this for you might be the sensation of energy or tingling in your hands. Maybe that's the circulation of the blood or the warm energy that sometimes is associated with our hands. But be aware of that energy in your hands that you can identify as flow. Or you may be aware of your heart rate, your heart beating. That also is flow. So wherever you detect flow in the body, as you scan your body, when you come upon flow, you can stop and focus your attention on that place and try and be with that experience for as long as you can detect it. And as you focus on flow in the body, your mind may be racing, or you may be distracted by other things happening in your environment, and that is okay. Just acknowledge those distractions and return to where you detect flow. Sometimes flow can be very subtle, so you're not looking for perfection here. You just want to detect any sense of flow in the body. And if it is challenging for you, you can always use your breath as your focus of flow. As you breathe in and out, your breathing is the experience of flow. So you can use that as your focus. Again, if you are having a hard time detecting flow or staying focused on the flow that you find, just scan the body again and have a gentle curiosity about where flow might be existing in your body. Could be, again, a sensation in your hands, a sense of circulation, your breath, or maybe there's an ache or some tension in your neck or shoulders. If you lean into that and be present to that tension, you may discover that it has flow, it has movement. And if you lean into it a little more, you may find that tension begins to dissipate. Remember, we're being present to our experience, getting clear, concentrating, and having equanimity with it. And if you're feeling antsy during this, that's perfectly fine. That's part of your experience. Try and have equanimity with that, and return to wherever you are detecting flow. Okay, we're going to softly come out of this practice together, and by opening our eyes slowly. If your eyes were shut, maybe wiggle your fingers if you need to. And that's what we would call a micro hit or a micro practice, which is a practice that is under 9 minutes. It can be as quick as 30 seconds or more. I like to do them for 3 or 5 minutes sometimes. Flow is a good technique to use if you've just finished exercising, because there's already momentum and energy in the body from your exercise. And then when you sit down for practice, you're able to maybe detect flow more easily. I encourage you to try this during the coming weekend or week and see if you can detect and get more intimate with the sensation of flow and movement in your body while you're sitting still. You can also practice this while you're doing other things, such as thinking through organizing files, and practice this as sort of a background practice, which is where the majority of your attention is focused on the activity that you're working on, like organizing papers or doing the laundry, but you're kind of aware of the technique in the background. You're aware of the flow of your movement. It just allows you to be centered and focused in the present time. These are great skills, again, that we can use in our professional and personal lives. I invite you to check out more on hospitalitynarratives.com under my mindfulness coaching page, and reach out to me if you have any questions about mindfulness meditation practice and how you could benefit from it in your personal and professional life. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again here on Instagram. Take care.